You want to make over $100 per hour in social media marketing? This is the video that is gonna guide you exactly how to. Hey guys, it's Saheli, and in today's video, I'm not just gonna tell you how I do it, I'm gonna tell you the exact process I followed to make over $100 per hour in social media marketing. Now, the first step of your education begins with distinction. There's 3 types of services that you can majorly offer in social media marketing. Number 1, management. Number 2, strategy. And number 3, consulting. Yes, there are people who offer more than one of these in the same service, but ideally these 3 should be distinguished. Now, as a social media manager, you do monthly management. And if you want to get started with social media marketing, this is where you need to start. You need to know how to manage Instagram accounts, Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts, Pinterest accounts, basically anything and everything social media on a month-to-month basis. Without knowing how to manage accounts, you cannot make strategy for them. You cannot consult people on how they can grow their social media. Okay, so it will really always start with management if you're starting from scratch. You cannot become a consultant or a strategist without first-hand experience. You cannot do this with just theoretical knowledge. Yes, you probably can by reading a few books, but that will kind of give you an imposter syndrome vibe because you are telling people things that you have not done for yourself. I never talk about things that I have not done myself, and that really gives me a lot of confidence in my abilities. So, first step, social media management. So if social media management is interesting for you, the average rates for a freelancer in social media management in India is 5,000 to 7,000 rupees per month per platform. So if you're managing 4 platforms, you can expect a salary of over 20,000 per month or fees of 20,000 per month or more. And for international clients, it's about $200 to $300 minimum per month. So if you have 3 to 4 clients, you can make a very handsome amount each and every month. My tip to you would be that start off with Indian clients because it's easier, but eventually try to very consciously move to international clients because that's where you make the most amount of money. Now, if you want to know everything about social media, right from the basics to how to get started, I'll be hosting a masterclass on 28th of February. You can grab the tickets to this live masterclass from the link in the description. The first 500 people will get a heavy discount and get it at just 500 rupees. So rush away and you'll get a lot of materials, a recorded session and everything you basically need to get started in case social media marketing freelancing interests you. So yes, if you're watching this video and you plan on watching 10 more videos in order to figure out how to get started, how to make a portfolio, how to get clients, don't worry, I'm gonna cover everything in this masterclass on 28th of February. I have hosted only one masterclass before this, but a lot of people have already gotten results from my last masterclass. I'll attach some screenshots here and I'm pretty sure that we'll receive similar feedback for my next masterclass too. So the link will be in the description below in case you want to explore freelancing in social media marketing and how to get clients for the same. But yes, coming back, that is all about social media management in the first place. Once you get an understanding of how to manage social media, you will understand how algorithms work and you might be able to help your client with making a strategy for their platform. Now, when you are a social media strategist, a lot of times clients also want you to do management as well. Strategy and management often goes hand in hand. So you can raise your rates by 3,000 to 4,000 in Indian and $100 to $200 in international rates when you start offering both strategy and management services because this will require you to put your brains into the work. Usually in freelancing, the more your brain gets involved, the more of strategic work you do, the higher paychecks you get. So you want to get there slowly, but you cannot become a strategist without knowing how to manage social media. So you will start here and you will move up to strategist, social media strategist and manager. Now, once you have enough experience of making social media strategies, of managing other people's social media, there will be certain areas where you'll be an expert at. Maybe you will become an expert at how to grow organically on Instagram. Maybe you become an expert on how to use Facebook ads to grow on social media, how to use Facebook ads to get sales on social media. Now, whichever your area of expertise, start offering consulting services on the same. Consulting services basically where someone pays you, usually on the hourly basis, to talk to you and ask you whatever queries they have regarding that specific area. There are different types of consultancies. There are specialized consultancies. There are general consultancies. and you can start off generally and eventually move on to the area where most people take your consultancies. For me, majority of my clients take consultancy for YouTube and Instagram. So those are areas where I love offering my services in. Now for me personally, the areas I specialize in is getting clients on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube and Instagram. This is what I do for a living. Teach people how to make money on these platforms and how to grow their own social media platforms on these areas. Now, you can understand within a year which are the areas where your management is the best, which are the areas where your strategy works the best. You'll have a lot of results and people will refer you as well. And then you can start offering hourly consultancy services. Hourly consulting pays the best. This is where I've made the most amount of money, and you can start off with just 1,000 rupees per hour and increase your rates to up to tens of thousand rupees per hour if you are an expert. The top experts charge in tens of thousand rupees per hour. Currently my rate is about 5,000 rupees in Indian rates and about $100 in the international rates. So yes, I hope that someday that I'll get there. But yes, this is where I'm right now. I started with just 750 rupees per hour. And yes, this has been a great journey. So what I did personally was, let me just break down my journey to you so that you get a clear picture of how things worked for me. I started as a social media manager who offered very basic management services in about 2018. Alright, in 2019 I invested in a course and I started doing proper social media management. Okay, I learned everything about ads, algorithms and everything, and that is when I got my first international client. I worked with international clients for over a year very consistently. I took a little bit of a break during my exams of college, and then I returned, and then I realized that with the amount of projects I have, I cannot afford to offer monthly management services, because monthly management services means that you have to be engaged in your projects on a daily basis, and I did not have the time to do that. And currently I'm trying to build an agency so that I can take more of management work, but that's still a work in progress because of my multiple ventures. But yes, I knew that I can offer consulting services for sure. So I started making a shift towards consulting services in the May of 2020 onwards. Alright, and what happened after that is that I got a lot of clients who are ready to talk to me for an hour or two, depending on which platform it is about. So if I'm giving someone Facebook or LinkedIn consulting, that takes about an hour. But if it's on YouTube, it takes over 2 hours because YouTube is very, very content heavy. So it differs from client to client. And YouTube consultancy definitely pays the best. For about 2 hours of work, I get paid about $200, which is pretty amazing for me. And the next thing that I want to say is that with consulting services, what really worked for me in order to increase my conversion rates was offering not only the consulting call itself, but also a lot of bonuses. So if someone is getting on a YouTube consulting calls with me, they just don't get their questions answered. They just don't get a strategy. They get samples of how to make a media kit. They get a lot of video ideas that they can use for their own business. They get access to a lot of free tools and resources that is only kept to me, which is like a resource vault for me. Okay. Similarly, if someone is taking my consulting for LinkedIn, I give them a lot of ideas on how to optimize their profile. I give them cheat sheets, I give them sample messages, scripts, I give them a lot of materials that will make their process very actionable. I don't just talk to them. I give them exactly what they might need in order to take the words of mine and put it into action. This is something that really worked for me. Yes, I do have several years of experience in social media, but there are so many more experts out there. So what really makes me different is that I provide great materials with each of my consulting calls and each of my services. So that makes my clients trust me more from me. And another policy that I always add into my service is that if my client needs any extended support, I will always be an email away. If they need any further resources or guidance, I'll be helping them out over email. Calling someone every time is not possible because I work with a lot of clients on a monthly basis. However, I stay as approachable as I can. So in this case, my clients are also assured that if after taking a call with me, after doing a consulting session with me, if they are stuck with their YouTube, Instagram or Facebook, they can always contact me once again and see what's going wrong. So these are some things that have really worked for me, and I hope that you've got a clear idea of how you can make this amount of money with social media marketing. Once again, I'll be hosting a session, a masterclass on social media marketing on 28th of February. This class will cover all the basics of social media marketing. It is going to teach you how to get started, how to build a portfolio, how to get clients, how to email clients, how to approach clients, everything that you need to know in order to get clients on social media. Guys, this is my specialty. I teach people how to get clients on social media, and I'm pretty sure I can teach you how to become a social media marketing expert yourself in this session. And I'm pretty sure that you are going to be enrolling in, because oh my god, this is an offer that you just cannot miss. I hope that you will make some productive use of your time on 28th of February by joining me. And yes, I will be seeing you again next week. Until my next video, bye bye.